Welcome back, everybody, and we're going to. Yeah, I don't know how to speak, Teddy. We're going to keep going here on the second day of That's What You Get for 2.5 hours, another 2.5 hours today. But we do this because it is a lot of fun, and the coaches really deserve a platform to be able to talk about their kids, and that's what we're here for. The scrimmages are this week. We've got the regular season starting next Friday, and here on the 2018 BVarsity Coaches Show, brought to you by Motor City GMC Buick. We've got Chad Greider. He is a first-year head coach at East High, but he's not a first-year head coach overall. Coach, you were at West, and now you're back. Kind of explain the situation and, what led you back to East, because I know that you had a really enjoyable time last year at Frontier working with Chris Bandy, but this situation presented itself, and you felt like this is something you need to do, right?
Yeah, I had heard that the job was opening up. Coach Thorpe was going through some stuff with his family and his dad. And, Ken Chapman reached out to me and asked me, hey, what do you think about getting back into the head coaching ranks? And, it's something that, obviously I love the game of football and I love coaching and being around kids. And it was an opportunity to not only help my friends, but also be around some great kids on the East Side.
And when Ken Chapman asks you to do so,
yeah,
because he's a big boy and it's hard to say no to him, so that's good. This is a team that doesn't have a lot of experience. I mean, a lot of talent, not a lot of experience. You've got a 3-year starter at quarterback, Richard Lara. You're going to ask him to do a lot. Let's start with him. How much does he really have to set the tone for you, especially that you're giving him a whole new offense in the RPO? How much are you really kind of leaning on him to be a leader this year?
Us coaches have come together, and we definitely have got it in our mind that Richard is the guy that's going to lead us, and he's adapted and come along well with the offense. He stepped into that leadership role, and now he's reaching out to the other guys to say, hey, we need more leaders. And obviously we're a young team, so we need some juniors to step it up and fall into those shoes, which is it's a big role coming in as a junior and never played a snap of varsity football, and then now you're being asked to lead and step up to the plate. So it's a challenge, and we're looking forward to it. Richard's doing a great job. He's working at it, working extremely hard, and we're excited about it.
The city landscape has changed so much since you were in high school and when you started coaching, that everything is kind of, there's been this westward transformation of the city. And I think the leagues have always been kind of fluid in that as a new school is built, they've moved the leagues around. But I think right now, without having a new high school in Kern County open up in the last 10 years, we're kind of exactly where it needs to be in this moment. Do you agree that the East Side has their league, the South teams, including with West and Tehachapi, are in the proper league? The Southwest Yosemite League is proper, and then the SSL is back to being a county-only league, if you will. Do you feel like moving into East and having it in the SEYL with neighborhood schools is the right situation for your program this year moving forward?
I really do. I think that it builds a rivalry amongst certain sections of the county, and so and I've heard it since I got the job that it's the battle of the East Side. So and I was looking forward to that.
Started that. You guys got a trophy that you play for every year.
Yeah, no doubt. And so the Highland Game's a huge game, and so it's something that I think is perfect for our situation and other situations as well. I mean, we're competing with some good football, and that's all we can ask, is that we come out and compete and have it be a competitive league, which I think it's going to be.
And you got some great assistant coaches. You got some former standouts that really kind of understand how, what playing high school football is like. How much of that do you lean on those guys to be able to move forward in this?
Oh, a ton. It's exciting to be around a group of guys that are young and energetic and that want to learn and that are working hard at it. I mean, they're spending hours on hours game planning and talking and asking questions, and so I can kind of sit back and kind of be a mentor type role and say, okay, hey, I like this, and it makes it nice. It kind of is the changing of the guard, the young guys coming up, and I'm not too old, but I'm definitely getting up there, so it's exciting to see young guys that are passionate about the game and want to work hard and do the right things for the game.
Coach, I guess I was wondering at what point, being in this, being a head coach previously, then hopping back into an assistant role, at what point did you realize, hey, I'm ready to take that challenge of being a head coach on again?
Well, I think given the opportunity and given the school, I tend to love working with kids that, at a school like East High School. I mean, it kind of reminds me of West High School, and the kids are great. And Frontier, the kids are great as well. But it was just a challenge that said, hey, maybe this is where you need to be at this moment in time in your life. You're helping out some great people. I've always been a believer of surrounding yourself around good people, and the wins and losses are going to come and go. But, the memories of being around good kids and good administration and great coaches is definitely something that I've kind of learned through, my dad, Coach Grider, my father, explaining that to me, that, hey, surround yourself with good people and hardworking people and good things will happen.
I want to say your gear is strong. It's a strong East High Blades t-shirt that you're rocking right there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a solid look.
Appreciate that.
But how much of what he just said that his dad instilled in him is the same thing that Dennis Manning said to Christian Johnson and Chris Bandy yesterday. When you surround yourself with the right people, that you're going to be successful just on the simple fact that you're going to play better because you're going to work harder with the people that you love.
Oh, no doubt about it.
No, and there's something beside. I mean, you bring experience there. Obviously, it runs in your family. East has a storied program, so I mean, we're excited to see you in action. I guess I just was there's so much coaching turnover, and we were just talking about that with Schillhabel, the Independence coach, about all the turnover this offseason.
And then we're going to do it again in the next segment with Josh Bacher over Golden
Valley.
Valley.
I guess I was just curious from your perspective, at what point, and you answered the question, obviously, did you say, hey, I'm ready to take another shot at this head coaching thing?
Yeah, no doubt.
Give us a little bit more insight. We got a few more minutes with you. What you expect out of your team, who you expect big things out of this year.
Our expectation is that, to come in and work hard and compete every single day. And, if we're working hard and we're competing against each other, there's no doubt about it that when we go against somebody else, we're going to be competitive. So, and, our kids are excited, and we're just trying to get them bought into this process of the grind. And we're trying to explain to them that, hey, it's not easy playing this game, or there'll be a lot more kids out there playing. So, our expectation is to, hey, compete every snap. And, with our numbers a little bit low and with some injuries, we've just, got that motto that, hey, next man up. We talk about being a family. So let's act like it. And when your number's called, step up to the plate and have each other's back.
You got a scrimmage on Friday against whom?
Frontier and Shafter, 3-way.
Okay. So obviously, one coach very well, and Perucci you've coached against before. What do you need to see out of your team Friday night to get you guys ready for the season opener next week?
I think just the ability to play snap to whistle, play fast. Most of these kids have never taken a varsity snap. So, all we can ask is go out there and compete your butt off and, play snap to whistle and learn to play fast. And learn to, compete at this level. Obviously, Frontier is going to have a big up front, and Shafter is going to have the great quarterback they have. So it's going to be a good challenge for our guys, and I think I'm hoping that we're going to walk away going, okay, we're ready to go now. We understand the speed of the game, because obviously you're practicing against each other. The speed's a little different than against somebody else, so it's going to tempo up a little bit.
And one last thing, I know you already alluded to it, but you look at what North did last year, tied a school record for wins in a season. You saw Highland last year start the season 8-0. How much of that excites you to get into this league knowing that you're going to have competition right away?
Oh, it's definitely exciting, and I know that I've heard some stories about the game with North and Highland and the competitiveness. So our guys are excited, and our coaches are excited, and the tension is definitely rising as closer to the season begins.
Teddy, wait till you get to get a game out of East High.
I'm excited for it already.
Well, first off, good luck finding parking if you get there too late. Second off, enjoy yourself.
I'm pumped for sure, and I'm excited about the whole SEYL look, and I'm excited for Coach Grier to be there. Like I said, storied program, experienced coach. Good things ahead.
Yep. Welcome back to the head coaching fray, and good luck to you, Chad Grider, head coach over at East High. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate your time. Third guest today is another first-year head coach, Josh Bacher, out of Golden Valley. He's on next year on the BVarsity Coaches Show, brought to you by Motor City Buick GMC. We'll be right back.